There's been a very significant study that's just come out in the Australia-New Zealand region, which is the number one attribute of a good job today is companies supporting learning. The least important was food, which is really interesting. Companies that feed and deliver pizzas on Friday, that was the least important. The number one by quite a significant margin was companies that support learning, because I think that everybody does understand that what carried them to the point they are today is not going to get them where they need to be going forward. And then in between, the only thing that really needs to happen is new ability to understand what's shifting, the knowledge to have that, the skills that you need to be successful. And so the companies need to be really identifying, whether it be time or budgets or recognition that learning is personal. I'm not a great believer of saying you must study a particular program. That feels very much like the old school of industrial education, but more saying, what would you want to study, and what would that mean to you if you had a chance to do that study? And I know that everyone's probably heard the saying before is, what if I invest in a staff member and they leave?
Right.
And then the flip being, what if you don't invest and they stay? And that idea, if you're not investing in your staff and they're not learning new skills and don't have a new perspective, then actually from the day you hired them, it's been a negative return. You've had no returns back from that person. You've already got the best from them from on the first day that they were employed. So it is really important.
It's pure accountability. It doesn't matter where the person is. Are they delivering the results? That should be the standard, and how they do it is up to them.
There's also another part of that if you employ someone and they have to always be right, that's going to be a very difficult journey for everyone. Whereas if you hire someone who's open and willing to learn and to be wrong, or to be learning, or to say, I just don't know, or can we talk about this and see what people think, that's a very valuable employee, because from the beginning that they're going to be constantly evolving and understanding and reflecting on what they know. In an era where trust, I think, is going to be probably the key word for probably at least the next decade, as we try to filter out fake news from good news and good information from bad information. All those things are going to come back to how do we distinguish trust and reputation versus how do we distinguish what is just influencing, whether it be the technology or an algorithm that's influencing us in the wrong way. All of these things we're going to have to get underneath into the heart of this issue around trust and what it means to be having a trusted source or trusted staff and trusted leaders.